Hello. Today I wanted to talk about a remote ender pearl stasis chamber that I found from a YouTuber by the name of CamMan. CamMan posted a YouTube short about this unique mechanic with armor stands. When you put Frostwalker boots on an armor stand and you leave and rejoin a world, CamMan pointed out that the Frostwalker would consistently go off and form ice. As you see, the other chamber I'm going to show you in a sec went off instead, but the ice would consistently form as soon as you rejoin the world. So what CamMan said was essentially you let this ice melt and you would aim the ender pearl somewhere in the middle, hopefully a little more towards the right. And the idea was that if you left and rejoined the world, hopefully that would hit the ice. The problem with this is that first, the ender pearl needs to be fairly precise in order to actually hit this ice. You could be pretty centered and still be clipping the ice and not actually hit it when it's formed. Second thing is you need a way for this ice to actually melt. If you don't, what's going to happen is the next time that you actually use the chamber, if you just break this, you see it'll go to flowing water, and Frostwalker doesn't work on anything that's not a source block. So the idea of this is we want to make it so we don't have to wait for the ice to melt, and also make it so we don't have to have a super precise throw. So if you're familiar with chambers in general, this shouldn't be anything too confusing. Very simple. The observer reads the ice being formed, it sends a signal to trapdoor which closes, disturbs the pearl that we threw in here, and it'll port us. The point of the sticky piston here is to instantly retract the ice as it's formed. That way the ice can break. At that point it'll then shortly afterwards extend, restoring the source state of this water. So if you want to see that just very briefly, we can leave and rejoin, and you'll see it'll quickly retract and extend. So this water stays as the source, but the ice is instantly destroyed, so you don't have to wait for it to melt, and we don't require a light source or anything like that, as you saw we did over there when it's nighttime. So just to actually test this out, we can throw a pearl right there. Make sure we're loading it with a chunk loader. We're currently at 7-3, for example. If we teleport, let's say to 10,060, 10,000, and we go ahead, leave and rejoin, we should teleport like so. And you see we don't have to wait for the ice to melt. We could just throw the pearl straight down this bubble column. No precise throw needed. And we're good to go for the next time. So whenever we want to port, as long as you have the chunk loader running, we would be able to leave and rejoin the world. Some limitations I found is this does not work on realms. At least from what I saw, the Frostwalker is not going off consistently whenever I rejoin the world. I'm currently on a 1.21 vanilla client on a single player world, so I assume single player worlds will work just fine. Again, don't know what's going on in terms of like Spigot or paper or anything like that, but seems to work just fine on vanilla. And if other people find out, test that stuff out, it would be helpful. But just wanted to show off this design. It's super cheap, very practical, and gives you on-demand remote controlled ender pearl stasis activation. So that's basically it.